Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So in this video we're having a look at Nitro Nation World Tour. So this is a mobile game. It's not actually out yet, but it's a mobile game going through the app stores, developed by CM Games, who've been making drag racing mobile games for at least 10 years, and published by Mythical Games. And this is running on the Mythos blockchain using their the Mythical marketplace. So the second game to be on the Mythical marketplace, the first one being NFL Rivals, American football game that is out on app stores at the moment. So Nitro Nation has been selling its workshops for a couple of months now. So these are sort of fairly complicated. There's a whole bunch of them, different rarities, and they give you in the game, they sort of allow you to do things to your car, like sort of tune it up and rent it out and customize it, and different rarities give you sort of different speeds and stuff. A lot of this is to do, I think, with guilds. So guilds might own these and might have expensive cars that they're renting out to people, and it's sort of that sort of structure. It's not, I mean, obviously individual players can buy these, but I think they're sort of structured for more like sort of groups of people sort of playing together. So this has been selling for a while. They're in phase 2 at the moment. Phase 1 didn't actually sell out; it just timed out. So they're selling these sort of, every time they're getting more expensive and they're getting sort of better. So legendary. I think legendary is the best make there. So this is the first time we've had cars, which obviously is sort of the point of this sort of game. So different packs. We've got a $40 pack, a $60 pack, and a $150 pack. And you have different, obviously, so it's a loot box sort of mechanic. So buy any one of these and you get early access to the game. Obviously, the more expensive champion pack, you're guaranteed an S plus tier car. So these actually went live last week. Not quite 7 days ago, but 6 days ago, I think. So I don't think they're selling particularly well. I think these started out at 5,000 and 2,000. Not exactly sure on that. But I think, where the NFT market is at the moment, that people are not rushing in to buy these NFTs in the way they were a year ago. So let's go for the contender pack. So I'm really doing this to get access to the game. Probably, certainly not doing this as some sort of investment, and I hope it goes up in terms of the value of it. But just sort of play the game, see how we get on with it. So you can see here, I get access to the closed beta. I get a spark plug. So spark plug is sort of like the breeding mechanic of these in this game. So if you collect 4 spark plugs of the same rarity, you can then generate a car. You basically consume those 4 spark plugs, and you get a car of that rarity. So those are NFTs as well. Obviously, one spark plug doesn't give you anything. You can sell spark plugs on the open market. And I guess they'll be sort of rewarded in game as well. And obviously the main thing here is you're getting a car. So there's one of 38 different brands. These are all real car brands. So even though this is like the lowest quality one, it's a sort of limited edition Series 1. There's a whole bunch of levels and sort of performance tiers. So sort of here you're guaranteed like an A1 car. Probably, the majority of people will get one of these entry-level A1 cars, but 45% you're going to get something better. 1.5% chance you'll get an S3, so that's the typical sort of loot box stuff. And then there's these performance tiers as well. I'm not quite sure how they play into it, but I guess most people will get A1 cars at starter level, I'm guessing. Okay, so $40. This is using Mythical's marketplace. I've already got an account there, so obviously you need to sign up and create an account if you're doing this. And you can play in crypto if you use the Uphold crypto system, or you can pay with a credit card. So you can see here. Paying GAT taxes, which is maybe a little bit controversial, I don't know, but are paying US taxes there. I think state taxes, or is that it's probably UK VAT actually, 20%. So billing address is completed. So I have to sort of put in a credit card, or I can use Uphold, which is the crypto wallet, sort of third-party wallet that Mythical has used. So I just sort of cut the video here while I sort out the credit card stuff. Okay, so that purchase went through pretty quickly, and in fact what they've done here is they have, you can see this is my inventory in the game. So I have 3 of these shops I bought previously. I have one of these limited art pieces that was like an airdrop gift for people who bought. I can't remember if you had to buy 3 of them, I can't remember anyway. That's not a car, that's just like a piece of artwork. And then so basically the thing I've just bought is I have a spark plug here. So actually I've got an epic spark plug, so that's, you know, better than it could have been. Normal type, but rarity is epic. And I have a spider. I'm not a massive petrol head, but there we go. Spiker even, not spider. So this is the model, if you know about these sort of things. Star rating is 3. This is the gear score, I guess some sort of power idea, season 0, because the game's not launched yet. And this is, there's going to be 350 of these, and I've got number 11, if that sort of stuff matters. So of course, what I can do now is I could go to the marketplace. So, you know, as soon as these things have been generated, then they're just, some people are selling them. So I could go here and have a look at the cheapest things in Nitro Nation World Tour, which will be some of these shops, workshops. But if we have a look for what the cheapest spark plugs, so common spark plugs here selling, you know, this is people setting the price. So potentially people are not buying these at this price because it was $40 to get a spark plug in a car. But I had an epic one, didn't I? I don't remember now. So I could probably so my epic spark plug, someone's trying to sell these for 50. If I wanted to buy one from the marketplace, it'd be worth 50. I'm not saying that's what the actual value is because there's not anyone buying them, I shouldn't think, at this level. But if I wanted to buy 3 more to create an epic car, which I'm not sure you can do at the moment actually, but potentially it would cost me. It's going to cost me $75 or whatever. But let's not look at spark plugs. Let's have a look at the cars. So this is where I have to remember what sort of car I had. It was one of these. So so it looks like also I've got a fairly decent car in the sense that someone is trying to sell one for $2,500, which seems unlikely to me. But if I click off here and just look at all the cars, so the cheapest car for sale at the moment is $54. So remember, this has come out of a $40 pack. So, you know, given that this is a entry-level Jaguar, unless you really want a Jaguar, you're better off buying a pack because you might get something more rare. This one looks a bit more interesting. This one is okay. It's almost $80, but it's a this is a 3-star rarity. Okay, and just to remind myself that actually I've done really well there. So I've got an epic spark plug and a 3 rarity car from a $40 loot box there. I don't really know the gear score. I need to look at all this. Okay, so this is a tier A car. Doesn't look like it's got any. It's obviously not been upgraded yet because that is something I do within the game. So I can up. You know, one of the points of these sort of games is that you sort of update your car and you sort of customize the look and stuff. So obviously that's all 0 at the moment. But I think that's yeah, pretty happy with that. Not that I suggest that you're going to get the same. This is obviously just random maths about how these things come out. Let's have a quick look. Actually, one other thing I will have a quick look. So if we look at the other packs, actually, let's have a quick look at that. So so on the Pro pack here, I get two common what's the spark plugs? 2 common plus, okay, so at least common spark plugs. So I get 2 spark plugs there, and so that my car that I got was I guess an S1. I'm thinking. Oh, it was S. Was it S there on the best? I don't know. I didn't need to look that up. But obviously you can see here the ratios sort of change in terms of that, and on the Champions pack. Here you're getting at least an S1 car, 1 limited edition modifier, whatever that is, and so for this $150 one, you're getting a car and you're getting sort of the ability to get these 4 spark plugs, which then you can use to make another car. And the percentages here are, you know, obviously much better for the hero car, which for the $40 pack that I got was 0. So So there we go. So final thing, let's have a look at. If I look at cars. So that's the star rarity tier. Okay, upgrade levels are all 0. Model, make, edition. So those are not useful. I was wondering if they had that sort of power mechanic, but they don't seem to have that in the filter options. But if we look for the most expensive, and obviously people won't be buying these because people will say these are ridiculous values. So these are showing these as hero cars. So I guess those are actually pretty rare. So the gear score here, which is that not the? So the gear score here is much higher. Yeah, it looks a bit like a year score, but it's actually that's the gear score. So mine was 1,000 something. So you can sort of get some idea of how the obviously not worth $126,000. And obviously, until the games come out as well, it's hard to know quite what ability these sort of cars give you in the game as well. So this is sort of just based on sort of the rarity model. But anyway, that'll be the next thing to do, I suppose, when the game goes into early access. Obviously, if you want to play the game in early access, you will need one of these cars in order to gain access to that. I don't know how they're going to do that, but yeah, currently $40 entry level is the best way to do it. None of these are selling at below $40 yet. Although this one here is sort of $70 for a 3-star car. Doesn't look too bad. Let's have a look at that. So gear score there, star rarity. Tier A. Okay, anyway, enough of cars. Anyway, so Nitro, yeah, one to look out for. I think I'll probably do some more videos around that in the near future. But thanks for watching this one, and see you again soon.